Hello, ladies and gents, and happy Monday, guys. Happy start of your week. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I'm here for your motivational Monday post. And what I want to talk about today is waking up early. Numerous benefits from waking up early. If you already wake up early, then we're going to wake up a little bit earlier. There's always improvements that can be made. And what I brought here today for you is a set of steps that have helped me a lot in the building the habit of waking up earlier and literally turning into a habitual thing where it just becomes part of your routine. And I believe that you're gonna get a lot out of this. So here's some of the steps that I follow, guys. Number one, highly recommend to set your alarm away from your room, from your bed. Okay, it could even be in another room if you have an alarm that's loud enough that you're gonna be able to hear, but this becomes a forcing function, and this is gonna force you to get out of bed. And once you're up, then it's a less of a battle to whether you stay in bed or not, especially if you have someone sleeping by your side and you don't want to wake up because it's earlier than their wake up time, or if you have kids at home and same scenario, you don't want to wake them up, you're gonna rush to the phone so you can shut it off and get your day going. So this is a forcing function. Number one, set your alarm away from your bed. Step number two, strategy number two, reset your routine. Okay, and just keep in mind that what got you here is not going to get you there. So you might have had an amazing routine going that worked for your goals at the time, but as your goals change, your routine needs to change alongside with it. You need to make the proper changes, and I'll give you a prime example. For the longest time, the first thing in my day that I was trying to get accomplished was get ready to go work out before my day actually started. So, 5, 6 a.m., get up, make sure I'm at the gym by the latest 6:30. That routine where I got up and had my things prepared the night before, and my breakfast and my coffee kind of like just ready to hit the button to turn it on, worked out then. But now one of my priorities is to be able to meditate in the morning before I start my day, before I go work out, before I do anything, and it's helped me a lot. So I have a goal of waking up a little bit earlier so I can get in that meditation. Therefore, I have to change my routine. I no longer get up and get ready for the gym. Now I get up early enough so I can do my meditation because it matters to me. It's important. So I'm gonna make sure that I make time for it. So resetting your routine is very important. Don't let it get stale, which happens very, very easily. Number three, guys, very important here. Have specific goals. You must have specific goals. A clear goal is going to increase your motivation levels. It's very hard to be motivated. It's very hard to get up and not hit the snooze button or end up turning off your alarm if you don't have something that brings passion into you that you're working for. So we have to have these specific goals. They create motivation, and they also need to have a time bound so you can track that progress. That's a great piece of advice there. Moving forward to the next step, this is a fun one. Literally, you're going to gamify your progress. So you got to come up with some sort of challenge for yourself, some sort of game that you can turn the tracking of your progress into. So make a quest, maybe get your partner involved, your wife, your girlfriend, your significant other, your kids, to where they're involved in the process of tracking your progress. And I'll just give you a prime example. If you hit all the goals this week, you had 4 small goals that you had to get done on your task sheet, whatever the case might be. Get your wife or your husband or your significant other, your children involved so they can track your progress. And if you did at the end of the week, maybe you get a reward, like they'll cook dinner for you, or they get to do the chores that weekend. Make it something fun, something that can be measurable. That's going to be a great strategy. Tons of companies, really big companies like McDonald's, they have monopoly. If you get so many Big Macs, it's a horrible example for nutrition, but it's the first thing that comes to my mind. If you get the food and you get the chips, the right ones for the monopoly game, you win money. When you turn it into a game, it turns into something fun and it motivates people. So use it. Gamify your progress. Come up with a way so you can track it, so you can have a small reward. Make sure that you're not putting too much pressure on yourself to where you sabotage yourself because you're so worried about keeping track of your progress, but make it work for you. Next up, guys, we're almost there. Set up the night before. This is huge. And I'm gonna give you a very, very practical example of mine. If I set up the night before, it takes me about 7 to 8 minutes. I still move pretty slow in the morning, but it takes me about 7 to 8 minutes to get ready, to sit down and be ready to meditate. This is one of the first things I do in the morning. So I have to get up. I have to make sure that I'm not falling asleep, but I still want to be in that stage where I can meditate. So I leave my headphones ready to put in. I have I arranged a little corner where I meditate in my couch. I know my dog is gonna be coming with me, so I gotta make sure if he has to go pee or something, so he's not interrupting me. These are things that turn my morning process from a 7 to 8 minute against a 15 to 20 minute process if I didn't prepare those things the night before. And plus, it helps you eliminate decision fatigue, which means no wiggle room because you committed the night before. So when you hear the alarm go off and your clothes are ready and your breakfast is ready to maybe just heat up in the microwave, or you leave your things set up, your headphones next to your phone so you can go for your run first thing in the morning, it's going to save you time, and it's also going to help you eliminate that decision making in the morning. Do I get up or do I snooze in today? No, you committed the night before, so you get up and you get it going. And last but not least, this is personal advice. The faster you get going, the better. Do not allow your brain to be fuzzy for longer than it needs to. Get up and engage in your activity, whatever that might be. Make sure you're awake, make sure you're aware. The faster you get going, the more results you're gonna get, and the more time you will have for productivity. And remember, early morning, your phone barely goes off. Not a lot of people are up, so these are hours that are golden. They're golden hours. You can make the most out of it by waking up a little bit earlier. Make it a gradual process. Don't go from 6 a.m. to 3 in the morning. Start pushing back little by little. And I guarantee you numerous benefits from this. I hope this was helpful, guys. Any questions, suggestions, any more topics of conversation that you would like to hear me discuss, please comment below and I will be happy to get to it. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week and stay tuned for some more great content coming up.